Peace and blessings, everybody. Happy Friday. I hope your week was prosperous and I hope you got some of your goals accomplished for this week. I'm just coming through real quick because somebody sent me a DM, and within that DM, they were asking me my opinion on the Cardi B and Tasha K case. And I could just tell you right now that I'm just going to say this, and I hope I don't offend anybody, but these are actual facts. So let me just say this. If Tasha K loses this case, there will be a lot of YouTubers that will be starting to get lawsuits because unfortunately, they are going to use this as an example they're going to use Tasha K as an example in this realm because she did what she did. And basically, she admitted what she did. Her videos show what she did. And once you put something out on the internet, you can't take it back. And if she does lose this case, I can guarantee you it's about 10 people, just from the footage that I've seen, that I've witnessed, that I've been actually discussed myself, it's going to be a lot of YouTube lawsuits. So I'm just going to just put out this PSA based upon the legal realm. You guys, please do your research. You guys, please make sure that what you are putting out on your platforms are literally things that can be proven. You cannot speak upon your opinion on people and put it out as fact. And this doesn't have to be on a high-ranking celebrity level, such as Cardi B. But there are people that may not be as successful as Cardi B. Doesn't mean that they won't be. It does not mean that they don't have a future in whatever avenues they choose to go down. A lot of people don't realize that just from working in human resources, there's a lot of HR stuff that people do, from your names to researching you and putting your first and last name into a Google search to see what they come up with and to see what pops up under your name. And unfortunately, a lot of times they're Googling your name before they even call you for an interview. So I'm just saying, with your platforms, that you have to be cognizant of what you put out and what you say about people, and how many times that video could be shared, how many times that video can be viewed. It could also be viewed by potential investors for that particular individual. It could be a number of things. And when you're putting out negativity on somebody's name and you're speaking negative on someone's name, if you can't walk into a courtroom and prove what you said, that's defamation. And that's it in a nutshell. And you can't talk about people's health and speak upon people's health and lie and say people have STDs or any other disease, and you have no proof. And I've seen several things on this platform. That's why I took my little hiatus. I'm so in love with life and so in love right now that I just wanted to come and give my legal commentary on this case, because when a judge is annoyed by you because you feel as if you are above the law, or you feel that you can play with the law and use it for malicious reasons, for your own tactics, trust and believe you will get caught up. And a lot of people don't realize that when you're filling out police reports, there is a perjury clause that's right before your signature. So you are stating that under the perjury law that what you are putting on that police report is factual. And if you cannot prove what you are saying, that is a false police report, and you can go to jail for that. When you are on your platform and you're talking about people that you have had no interaction with, that you have never spoken to via phone, via email, and you are just going in on this person because you want to click in a view or you want to entertain your subscribers, when you do that, you are setting yourself up for a lawsuit as well. So somebody sent me a DM, asked me to do a video real quick, give my opinion on the case from the legal aspect. And the only thing I can tell you, I have been in plenty of courtrooms. When a judge is annoyed with you because you're not following their instruction, because what a judge say goes. There's no ands, ifs, or buts around that. And if you do not follow what that judge tells you to do, then you're basically saying, fuck the court, fuck what you say. And judges take that personal. So that same attitude will go throughout the remaining of the case. If they ask you a question, you need to answer the question. You don't need to add any additional statements. It's either yes or no. So professionally, my opinion, Tasha K is going to lose this case. The only way that she could get out of paying this debt to Cardi B is if she does file bankruptcy. That's the only way she's going to get out of it. And at the end of the day, it's a sad situation. It did not have to be. And quite frankly, with the number of subscribers that she has, the following that she has, that negativity spread like wildfire. And, I'm sure it was hurtful because especially when you're taking it to someone's sex and their private parts, and you're basically stating that part is contaminated, that's a sticker that you literally put on her forehead that did not belong there. And unfortunately, I think when we all came to YouTube at some point in our lives, we did watch Tasha K. I unsubscribed to Tasha K a long time ago, when she did the Jaguar Wright thing. I was done on that. Because as any woman that has been sexually violated, you don't ask those type of questions. So that was like a turn off, and unfortunately I haven't watched her since. I really haven't been very intuitive in what's going on YouTube. I am seeing some things, but as long as my name is not mentioned, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? In a negative light. So, but my professional opinion, yeah, she should have settled the case basically. And I would have settled the case if I was her, because they have too much evidence against her, and Cardi B's lawyer literally proved her case yesterday. So why they want to extend it out and all the other stuff, I think personally her punishment should be she should lose her channel, absolutely. Because this lie was started in 2019. We're in 2021. This lie went around, about this woman's health, and that to me is just like, that's the bottom of the barrel. Unless you're sleeping with that person, you really shouldn't have anything to say about anybody's sexuality, unless you're sleeping with that person and you decide to disclose, information. But if you're not sleeping with that person, I don't understand what their sexuality has to do with anything, and why, as another woman would talk about another woman like that. Because a lot of people don't realize that when you start rumors and you start false narratives, sorry guys, I'm sitting on my terrace. When you start false narratives and you start fake things about people, some people can lose their jobs behind the shit that people are saying. Some people can lose opportunities because of the things that people are saying. Job offers, so it does affect people's careers, regardless of what they're trying to do. If you're trying to be an artist, you're trying to be a writer, you're trying to be a choreographer, you're trying to, whatever you're trying to do in your life for your goal, for yourself and your dreams and your aspirations, it will affect it. And people do not keep that into consideration. It will affect your kids in the future. Once it's on the internet, it's there forever. And you guys really, in 2022, try to be cognizant of what you say about people, especially if it's not true. Especially if you cannot walk into a court of law and prove what you said about this person. Perjury is some real shit. And, if you're not going to say what you need to say, and if you're not going to clean it up and apologize to the person and say, I'm sorry, I did this for clicks and views, and move the fuck on. If you can't do that, then it's going to be a lot of lawsuits on YouTube from a lot of people. Because at the end of the day, when you speak upon somebody, you're supposed to do your research. Okay? You can't just get on. You could talk about your experience with that person, but you can't lie about it. Because that person is going to have their side, you going to have your side. But quite frankly, it doesn't belong on social media. It doesn't belong, for everybody to see. If you have a problem with somebody or you have an issue with somebody, you should be a grown adult and be able to pick up the phone and have a conversation, and not just take it to social media to try to destroy somebody or try to tear somebody down. And that's my whole point for today, is that, I got sent that DM and I was like, yeah, I'll take a look at it. And, there's been a lot of content creators covering the case. Some of those videos I have watched, and everybody that's covering the case is doing an excellent job. But for all of you that, have a platform, what you do on your platform. I don't have to mention what you do. You know what you do. Okay? And if you're one of those people, I would be kind of sitting on eggshells, waiting to get something in the mail. If you're one of those people, because it doesn't matter if she wins the case or she loses the case. But at this point, for anybody that's on YouTube that has used her blueprint, so to speak, or to just get on your platform and just talk shit about somebody, and then everything that you said cannot be proven in a court of law, you are setting yourself up to be sued. And these is facts. I'm not going to come on my platform and tell you something that's not straight. I'm giving you some real shit. If you don't want to be sued, in the near future, there's 1 or 2 ways to squash it so you don't get sued. You have a conversation, you act as an adult, you act as a grown-up. Because what I'm starting to realize, that this social media shit is like fucking high school. And when I went through my little shit on here, I felt like I was back in high school. And I'm a grown ass mother, woman with a whole family. I was like, this is some high school shit. And it got me to the point where it got me very angry because I didn't understand how individuals can get on their platform and talk shit. And they feel that there's no repercussions. They feel that, oh yeah, I can say whatever the fuck I want to say about this person. You a bitch, you a hoe, you this, you that, you got STDs, you got this, you got that. You know what I'm saying? And none of it's true. So I had to get my own understanding on how this shit really fucking works. And to be honest, I don't want to be a part of that shit. I don't want to be a part of no beef sector. I don't want to be beefing with nobody back and forth. But, you know, I don't even think, you know, explaining myself, I don't even need to do that. I don't need to explain myself to no motherfucking body. I know what the fuck happened. I know why it happened. I know how it got started. I know who started the lawyer lie. See, I know a lot of things that y'all think that I'm like, I don't know what y'all think, but I'm very, very intelligent. You know, I didn't have a 4.0 throughout my entire college life of 7 years. Yes, it's 7 years when you do a master's degree of going to school. And I'm a dumbass. See, I'm always 10 steps ahead. I see things before they happen. And so at the end of the day, you know, I chose to be silent and love on myself and love on my family. And I just think that a lot of the content creators currently right now, y'all need to do that. Some of y'all need to take a seat. Some of y'all need to just be quiet. Some of y'all just need to just shut up and just do what you say you're gonna do and be done. And be done. You know what I'm saying? It's like all this shit that was going on in 2021, you know, I endured it myself. And I just like, fuck all this shit. Because here's the thing. I'm the type of person where if you act that way on camera, I just want you to keep that same energy when you see me for real. That's where I'm at. I don't give a fuck about who's who know who. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. You was talking shit about me unnecessarily. I did nothing to you. I did nothing to disrespect you. I did nothing to tarnish you. And that's how you came at me. And some things are below the belt. So those things below the belt, you know, I'm going to let them stay below the belt. And in 2022, like I said, a lot of people are going to start getting lawsuits based upon your behavior in 2021. It don't have shit to do with Tasha K. Tasha K is going to be made an example of. So all of y'all should be learning lessons. All of y'all should be learning something from this shit. Don't get on your platforms and talk shit about people you don't fucking know, because it can end you up in court. You don't have to be a celebrity like Cardi B. You don't have to be on her level monetarily. You could be an average bitch and still sue your ass. So it's a learning lesson, and I don't even think you guys are paying attention, because some of the behavior is still continuing, and that's fine. That's what y'all do. That's y'all karma. That's going to be y'all lawsuits. That's going to be all on y'all. Period. Y'all know who y'all are and you know what you do. And at the end of the day, if you are cashing a check based upon your defamation that you have done on someone on your platform, that's going to come back to you, boo. I don't care who you are. I don't care how many subscribers you have. You can have 5 subscribers. I don't care. I'm giving you my legal commentary on how this case is going to go. She's not winning. She's definitely losing. And when you try to tarnish someone to that extent, to the point where you speak upon their health and you say that they have a disease, that's like violating all types of HIPAA laws and all types of shit. So I don't know why this lady did this to Cardi B, but I liked Cardi B when she was on Love and Hip Hop. She had a personality. I've always said that Cardi B was the only one on Love and Hip Hop that got the bag right. Okay? She got it right. She was the only person on Love and Hip Hop that we met through this channel that we never knew about her. We didn't know nothing about her. And we saw her on Love and Hip Hop. We knew she was a dancer. And you know what? She took that Love and Hip Hop and she flipped it and she got exactly what she wanted. Her fame, her stardom, her #1 Billboard hit. She got that bag right. And at the end of the day, for someone to be verbally attacked in that manner, as many, like when they said that there was 1,000 exhibits, that was 1,000 videos, probably 9 times out of 10. That shit, like, do you guys really ponder and sit down and think about that? Like, fuck, as a content creator, like, that could be me in court getting sued for millions of dollars that I know I don't have. So I could cash like a $1,100 YouTube check. It's not worth it. It's really not worth it. So that's the only reason I came on, is just to go ahead and to talk about, that case. And, a lot of times you talk, you run your mouth, you say things you shouldn't say, you incriminate your own self, and then you think that there's no repercussions behind what you say. And at the end of the day, everybody's grown adults. You know what you said, you know why you said it, you know why you did it, and that was a choice that you chose to make. And that goes to all content creators, every last one of you. Every time you turn on live and every time you turn on record, you know exactly what you're going to talk about. You already have your agenda ready. So regardless if it's celebrities, if it's people that people don't know, if it's a subscriber, if it's another content creator, all of that stuff, y'all have to keep that shit. Y'all got to keep that shit together. Because it's really, Tasha K is going to be used as an example of what not to do on social media. And y'all literally need to be taking motherfucking notes. You better get that free legal class right now. Because a lot of you have done fuck shit to a lot of people. And if all those people turn around and sue you, they have a right to. They have a right to. And see, motherfuckers think, oh, I could just file bankruptcy and I won't have to pay. That's one way. That's one way. And also, what people don't realize is that when there's a settlement or there's an agreement, there's an order stipulated by the judge for you to pay X amount of dollars. If you have a 9 to 5, your check can be garnished. You thinking you getting $1,800, $1,900, $2,100, however much you make every 2 weeks. And guess what? If somebody sue you, they taking 25% of your fucking check. They gonna send that shit to your payroll department. And your payroll department has to do it. There's no ands, ifs, or buts. It's called garnishment. See, y'all don't think about that shit when y'all running y'all mouths. Lawyers can find out where you work. Investigators can find out where you work. You can be served on your motherfucking job. You know, people. So I'm just saying, like, you know, people don't realize that there are serious ramifications that can occur when you do fuck shit on your platform. That's it. That's it. I mean, if you want to talk about this one or that one or this one or that one, it's up to that individual if they want to take it further based upon your performance. So I just hope and wish that you all do well in whatever you choose to do, especially when you have a platform and you have multiple subscribers. You have like over 10 subscribers. Just be cognizant of what you say and what you do and how you talk about people, because there's some people that have street mentality. There's some people that have computer mentality. And there's some people that's really about that shit. And a lot of times when you talk about people, you know, you don't know if their family sees it, their cousin sees it, their auntie, their grandmother, you don't know how big somebody's family is. You don't know any of that. And you could be walking yourself literally into a situation negative based upon what you open your mouth and chose to say. I think people's children should be off limits. I don't care who you are. And I believe in this case, Tasha K said something about culture. That was below the belt. And I'm not a Tasha K hater. I don't really have a dog in this fight. I'm just talking about the legal aspects. When you do that type of stuff, and then it was kind of sad because she was a brand new mother, brand new to motherhood, and you know, it's like Mama Bear gonna protect her cub always at any cost. So people need to leave people's kids alone. Don't talk about people's kids. Don't speak on people's kids. You know, people don't realize, like, there's certain things that you should not speak on another person, because at the end of the day, that child came here through a woman, but was created by a man. So you don't know how that man is going to react. You don't know how that woman is going to react. You don't know how their family is going to react. So those type of things, and I'm just saying this because I'm not going to tell y'all exactly what I see, because I'm not trying to scare nobody. I'm not trying to put no negativity out there, but I am a spiritual being, and I see a whole bunch of stuff getting ready to happen. I see a bunch of shit. And this is my PSA on the case, because somebody DM'd me, and this case is going to trickle down to YouTube. YouTube is going to make a whole bunch of changes, and it's probably people that's not going to have a channel anymore. It's probably going to be people that are not going to be able to be on this platform based upon what you have done in the past. But they are going to use Tasha K as an example in this case, and she's going to lose the case. And my legal advice as an investigator, she should have settled the case when she had the opportunity to. They just should have went back and forth with numbers, put a number on the table, settle the case, close it, and be done with it. So I think her continuing trying to fight is causing more harm than good. I think after her testimony, that made it worse. And really, quite frankly, she's out of her league when it comes to Cardi B's attorney. She's out of her league. She's out of her league. They are desecrating her in this case. And I don't think that she was prepared at all, because she does not have the right attorneys, the type of attorneys. Secondly, whatever attorney says that someone having an STD is a joke, you will be fired immediately. Like, real talk. Like, her attorneys are not the best. It seems like they're like, what's that service? The prepaid lawyers or whatever, where you pay like $20 a month, and anytime you get into any type of trouble, you can call an attorney to get you out of whatever trouble if they cover it. That's what it sounds like to me. It does not sound like her attorneys are well versed in defamation. It doesn't seem like, because if her attorneys were smart, they would have told Tasha K to settle. They would have said, you don't want to take this to trial because you're going to lose. Just based upon the evidence that has been submitted, I guess, in writing, emails, or whatever, that, and video. So to be cognizant of exactly what is in your archive, what you said. But see, this is what happens when you do video after video, video after video, video after video, video after video. You do so many videos that sooner or later they're going to all mesh together. And you're not going to remember all the shit that you said. Right? You're not going to remember everything that you said. So it's very, very important to know that Tasha K right now is going to be used as an example for YouTube, for social media, for entertainers, okay, and for bloggers, and for all you YouTube content creators. She's going to be used as an example. And I just really hope you all take heed, and because some of y'all are covering the case, okay? So moving forward, since you're covering the case, make sure you apply that to your platform. Make sure you apply it, because you don't want to turn around and you thinking everything good, and then 7 months from now you get something in the mail saying you're being sued by somebody for a video that you did in 2021. Only way to squash that is to pick up the phone and have a conversation and a public apology. That's the only way to squash those issues. And a lot of people on here are so immature that they would not even be able to do that. To keep my ass out of court and to keep me from hiring an attorney and shelling out unnecessary money that I can't spend on myself and my family. But I can get on here and push live and just say whatever the fuck I want to say about whoever the fuck I want to say it about. And there's no repercussions because it's freedom of speech. Yes, freedom of speech. You're absolutely right. But when you start adding lies in your own opinion and trying to destroy somebody, that's called defamation. Okay? So, I feel sorry for Tasha K right now because she's in a world of trouble. She's in a world of trouble legally. Legally, she's done. If she was smart, what she would do is she would actually tell her attorneys, like, look, let's just go ahead and settle this shit. Let's go ahead and settle it because I don't want to go back and forth. Can we offer a settlement? Can we put in an affidavit to offer a settlement? That's what you need to be doing. You don't need to ride this trial all the way out. And I'm telling you because I know I'm educated in the law. Shit, I could have represented you better than this person, but I'm not a lawyer. I could have told you how to get through this shit, but I'm not a lawyer. I'm somebody that's very well versed and very educated when it comes to the law for crime, how to defend yourself, how to know your rights, and how to protect yourself. Period. Those are my specialties. So I just feel sorry for her right now. I really do, because this was a fight that she really, really did not have to have. This was a situation that she did not have to be in. All she had to do was delete the motherfucking videos. All she had to do was take the videos fucking down. That's all she had to do. That's all she had to do. So by not taking them videos down and continuing the false narratives, the lies, the defamation, you left that shit up for 2.5 years to defame this girl and to lie on this girl and to say she got an STD and to talk about her kid and talk about her. I think she talked about her husband too. Well, I'm sure she talked about Offset. You know, and I'm telling y'all, Tasha K is gonna be you guys an example. So please take notes legally on how y'all move on y'all channels. And that's all I'm saying.